For this video, we are going to talk about the phi coefficient. So the phi coefficient, also known as U phi or mean square contingency coefficient, is also a chi-square based measure of association. It measures the degree of association between two dichotomous or binary categorical variables. Technically, it is also identical to the Kramer coefficient. So parang special case siya, no? Pag 2 by 2. Kasi again, categorical variables na dichotomous or binary, which means na we only have two categories for each ng variables natin. So yung rationale is also similar sa Kramer's. Yung phi coefficient is based on adjusting the chi-square significance to factor out sample size. In order to do so, chi-square is divided by the sample size and then the square root is taken. Dahil dito, computationally, may alternative formula rin tayo for the phi coefficient. So chi-square can be used to calculate for the phi coefficient using the relationship r phi squared is equal to chi-square all over n, or r phi is equal to the square root of chi-square all over n. So yung data natin, so pwede natin siyang gawing 2 by 2, no? So similarly sa Kramer's, we have x and y, yung categorical variables natin. So we have two categories for x, two categories for y. So since 2 by 2 lang naman siya, imbes na nij, pwede na lang natin siyang gawing ABCD. So ito yung 2 by 2 contingency table natin. So again, yung assumptions, both variables are binary or dichotomous. At least one variable is nominal. So yung procedure, first off, we construct our 2 by 2 contingency table by representing the frequencies of the responses. And then we calculate the phi coefficient with the formula r phi is equal to the absolute value of AD minus BC all over the square root of A plus B times C plus D times A plus C times B plus D. To test the significance of the phi coefficient, we also perform a chi-square test of independence. Tapos, i-compare natin siya sa chi-square alpha. Degrees of freedom natin is 1 since 2 by 2, no? So, 1 times 1. So, yung chi-square pwede natin kunin using n, quantity absolute value of AD minus BC minus n over 2, quantity squared, all over A plus B times C plus D times A plus C times B plus D. So this is also similar sa chi-square test of independence natin. For the 2 by 2 case, remember, nag-a-apply tayo ng correction. So ito na yun, may correction siya, no? So some remarks. The phi coefficient is symmetrical. So similar nga siya sa Kramer. If the sample size is small, the significance of the phi coefficient can be tested with the Fisher exact test. So, ayun, kailangan lang natin balikan again yung yung ating mga assumptions sa chi-square. Pwede tayo mag-Fisher exact. If the variables are ordered, the sacrifice of information to form the 2 by 2 table and calculate the phi coefficient is quite large. So, ang pinaka gamit kasi talaga is pag nominal, right? So, dalawang nominal. Pwede rin naman nga ang ordered. Pero yung power lang natin na-affect. So, for example, a researcher wishes to assess the relationship between a worker's gender and whether or not they experience pain while performing an electronics assembly task. So, ito yung table natin, no? 2 by 2. Yung gender lang naman is male at female. Nakaka-experience ba sila ng pain o hindi? So, there's only two categories for each variable. Andito na rin yung totals natin. So, we then compute for our phi coefficient. So, isa-substitute lang naman natin yung values. And then we get approximately 0.1702. We see that there is a low association between the gender of the workers and their pain experience at work. So again, pagtitest natin yung significance, gagamitin lang natin yung chi-square. Ito yung formula. And we get a value approximately equal to 0.2764. So at 5% level of significance, yung chi-square 0.051 degrees of freedom is equal to 3.84. Pero yung na-compute natin is less than 3.84 kasi 0.2764 siya. So, we do not reject HO. Pag tinignan natin yung p-value, ganun din naman, no? The probability that x squared is greater than 0.2764 is within 0.5 to 0.7, which is greater than 0.05. So we do not reject HO nga. At 0.05 level of significance, there is no sufficient evidence to conclude that the worker's gender and their experience of pain while performing work are associated. Alternatively, like yung sinabi natin kanina, pwede natin gamitin yung chi-square natin para ma-compute yung ating RP, yung phi coefficient. So ito, kinuha lang natin yung, andito na yung expected frequencies. Tapos, kinompute natin yung chi-square stat natin. Andiyan na rin yung formula. Approximately, we get 0.8402. So, yung RP, pwede natin, again, makalculate using yung relationship, no? Square root of chi-square all over n. So, ayun. Pareho yung lalabas, no? Yung RP natin, again, is 0.1702. Pag i-compare natin, dito, ayan. 0.1702. Note lang na kapag ginamit natin to, hindi ginamit yung correction. Hindi ginamit yung Yates continuity correction. You get the same value. So, sa R naman, kailangan lang natin gamitin yung psych na package, tapos yung phi na function. So, ito, note lang yung nakuha natin is negative 1702. So, symmetric naman siya, no? Hindi, yung negative lang na yan, sa table lang kasi yan. Balikan natin yung ating table. So, you will get positive siya if your values lie mostly sa diagonals. Negative siya pag sa off diagonal. So, pag titignan natin ito yung table natin, sa R, nag-negative siya kasi mas malaki yung nasa off diagonals. Yung diagonals natin, 4 plus 8 is 12. Tapos yung off diagonals natin, 6 plus 11 is 17. So, 17 is greater than 12, diba? So, yun lang naman yung meaning niya sa kung bakit ganun yung R. Pero again, kasi yung calculation natin naka-absolute value. So, positive lang din talaga yung makukuha natin. Pero yung sa R, yun lang naman yung meaning ng negative. And then yung digits, yung normal kasi nalalabas, I think, dalawang decimal places lang. So, specify lang natin yung digits na maging 4 decimal places so we could compare sa results na nakuha natin sa ating calculation. And yeah, pareho naman yung lumabas. Ayun lang.